There we go. We're live. Hello, internets. Today, we're going to solve some Advent of Code, day 1 and 2, if we can. And Niwako's joined me, and we're gonna solve it together. Right, Niwa-chan?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Satch and Rickles, I think, are playing some D&D, but they are watching the stream, so we'll try and teach them as well as we go.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So let's do this Advent of Code 2021. I haven't even looked at the questions. It's making me slightly nervous. Okay. What is this? Interesting. Are you able to see? Oh, there we go.
Is there a way to make your desktop big on my screen? Right now it's pretty small.
Yeah, I think you can just click on me on our window, and it should get bigger.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like we may have to log in, because I otherwise don't know what this is. Oh, I see. That's day 1. Okay. Let's first log in, I think. To play, please identify. Okay, let's do it with Google, I guess. I'll use my account. Google. All right. Logged in. And this one is day 1. Okay. So, I'm going to read out loud. You're minding your own business on a ship at sea when the overboard alarm goes off. You rush to see if you can help. Apparently, one of the elves tripped and accidentally sent the sleigh keys flying into the ocean. Before you know it, you're inside a submarine. The elves keep ready for situations like this. Well, that's great. I'm glad that we're prepared. It's covered in Christmas lights, because of course it is. And it even has an experimental antenna that should be able to track the keys if you can boost its signal strength high enough. There's a little meter that indicates the antenna's signal strength by displaying 0 to 50 stars. Okay? Your instincts tell you that in order to save Christmas, you'll need to get all 50 stars by December 25th. I see. Okay, so we're collecting stars, not unlike Super Mario 64. So, collect stars by solving puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the Advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. Okay. So far, so good, Niwa-chan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Oh, wow. As the submarine drops below the surface of the ocean, it automatically performs a sonar sweep of the nearby seafloor. On a small screen, the sonar sweep report, your puzzle input, appears. Each line is a measurement of the seafloor depth as the sweep looks further and further away from the submarine. Okay. Okay, got it. For example, suppose you had the following report. Here's some numbers. The report indicates that scanning outward from the submarine, the sonar sweep found depths 199, 200, 208, and 210. The first order of business is to figure out how quickly the depth increases. Just so you know what you're dealing with, you never know if the keys will get carried into deeper water by an ocean current or a fish or something. Okay. All right. I'm feeling overwhelmed already with all of these instructions. Okay. To do this, count the number of times a depth measurement increases from the previous measurement. Okay. Okay. So we're supposed to, okay, we're basically computing deltas between pairs of numbers. If the number goes up, we mark it as increasing, otherwise decreasing. And because the first number has no previous value, we don't have a measurement. Okay. So in this example, there are 7 measurements that are larger than the previous measurement. How many measurements are larger than the previous measurement? Okay, I see. So the idea here is we have a file that is the input, and then we need to process that file to compute all the number of times that we see increases. Yeah, okay. Pretty straightforward. What do you say, Niwa-chan?
Yep.
Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, so we need to... All right, so here's the file. Let me download it. Save as. And we'll save it to workspace. Advent of code. And we'll call this... Okay, input seems fine, but let's actually be a bit more. 2021... we know it's 2021, so day 1 input.text. Save. Okay. All right. Let's give it a try then. Yeah?
Yeah. So I'm trying to improve the improve the resolution. I'm looking at your screen, but it's kind of blurry.
Oh, it's okay. You don't need to look at the stream. You can... We're going to be in VS Code now, so you can just go there.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So in VS Code, I downloaded the file. It's called day1input.txt. Do you see that file?
Day 1, yeah.
Okay. And we'll do... Let's create day1.py. For now, we'll just create day1.py. And day1.py will contain the same as this. Okay. Do you see my new file, day1.py?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. All right, let's write the code in here. Yeah? So the first thing we need to do is read the input file. So do you want me to do that?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Okay, let's go. With open, we need to open up the file day1input.txt in read mode as fp, fp.read lines, and that returns a list of string. And these lists, this list of strings, we need to convert to a number. So this list of strings, we can just go directly and put it into an array of numbers. So we can say int of the line for line in this. So we're just going to use, so this is a list comprehension that will loop over each of the line in the file and convert it to an integer. And then we can call this measurements. Measurements equals this. And let's make sure that it works. So we'll print the measurements. All right. And then to run it, we just need to mark day1 as executable and run it. Okay, so there we go. We have our list of numbers. How does that look?
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming. Yeah, it is a long list of numbers. So we just need to take all of these numbers now and compare each of the numbers as they come in. And when we see an increase, we say true, and when we don't see an increase, we see false. And then we need to count how many times we saw an increase. All right. So how should we do this, you think, Niwa-chan?
Or loop?
Yeah, let's do that. And let's loop over our measurements. For measurement in measurements. Yeah? So I guess we need to keep track of the previous measurement so that when we see an increase, we can maybe increment some kind of counter. So what we can do is we can say we basically need to keep track of the previous value. So previous measurement is equal to, well, we basically need a number that is larger than any other number in this list for the purposes of ensuring that, yeah, so we can just make this number really big. But I think there's an even better way. We can actually just construct all the pairs of numbers by taking the list of numbers and then zipping it with its offset by 1, and then just comparing the pairs. What do you think about doing it that way? That might be cleaner to look at. Okay, so how about we do it like this? For m1 comma m2 in zip, and so we need the 0 up to the second to last value of measurements. So that would be 0 up to -1, I think. We should double check. Let's double check that. Because I sometimes forget my indexing. So let's say we had x equals 1, 2, 3, and then if I said print x 0 through -1, does it chop off the 3? It does. Okay, so -1 is correct. So we're gonna.
So start by taking the first 2 items in the list.
Yes.
But don't we have to count the first element as an increase based on the example, or no?
So in the example here, the first value doesn't count, right?
Oh, okay.
It says NA, no previous measurement.
I see.
Yeah. And then the second one is the first time we gather a measurement. So we can zip it with measurements 1 : So now M1 and M2 are the pairs of numbers in this list. So M1 will start out being 193 and M2 will be 195. Then the next time it will be M1 will be 195 and then M2 will be 204. And to double check that, we can print M1 comma M2 and run this guy again. So now we have our pairs. Nice. So now all we have to do is say if M2 is greater than M1, then we we increment some counter, right? So increases equals 0 if m2 is greater than, I think it has to be strictly greater than m1, then increases plus equals 1. And then when we're done with that, I think we can just print the number of increases. By the way, are you able to run commands in the terminal, Niwa-chan?
How do I run this?
Yeah, type /.
Wait, where? In the white space or the black space?
In the terminal area, where...
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Hold on. Okay, what do you want me to type?
// day1 .py. Okay, let's run that. So I think that might be the answer. 1832. All right, let's see if we can 1832. Let's see if we got it right. Nice. We got 1 gold star.
Nice.
Nice. Achieved it. So let's see what it says. You are 1 gold star closer to finding the sleigh keys. Continue to part 2. Oh, wow. I think the difficulty is rapidly increasing, huh? As I see some of these datas.
Yeah.
Considering every single measurement isn't as useful as you expected, there's just too much noise in the data. Okay. Instead, consider sums of a 3-measurement sliding window. Again, considering the above example. So we have A, B, 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 C, 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 D. So these are I think A's are the windows, and it's sliding. It says start by comparing the first and second 3-measurement windows. The measurements in the first window are marked A. Their sum is this. The second window is marked B. It's this. Its sum is this. The sum of measurements in the second window is larger than the sum of the first, so this comparison increased. I see. Your goal now is to count the number of times the sum of measurements in this sliding window increases from the previous sum. I see. Okay. I see. Okay. This would actually be way easier in Pandas at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had I known that these were the kinds of questions we were going to be getting, I might have chosen to install Pandas into this workspace and read this data in.
But you said you didn't want to use Pandas. You said you wanted to use pure Python.
I yeah, I did say that. I didn't know though that Pandas was going to be the ideal way to deal with this kind of data. Well, let's do this let's keep going, I guess. I may have Pandas installed. Let me try. Import pandas as PD. Does this work? Yep, and I can even run a Jupyter inside here. Are you seeing my Jupyter environment start up as well in your VS Code?
Yeah.
Could be that we do it that way. I'm going to do this last problem this way, though. So we need to generate sums, sliding window sums. And a way to do that would be to actually just continue doing what we did with the way that we did the zip. We can actually zip a third thing into the list. So for example, and then just keep the sum. So the way that we would do that is as follows. So we can leave this code here, day 1, it does that work. So we can say windowed measurements, right, is equal to, we basically need to sum the window values together and then reuse what we did up here in the windowed measurements. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way we can do that is, well, let's do it this way. So for, and then here we have window in zip, and then we're going to reuse these two guys. So the first one now needs to go from 0th element, up to the third last. So we'll just put a 2 here. Then the second one needs to go up to the second to last. And the last one needs to go up to like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
what we need to do with it is just, this window is a tuple basically. It's going to contain M1, M2, and M3.
Mm-hmm.
And we just need to take the sum of that window and put it back into a list.
Mm-hmm.
So this actually easily becomes a list comprehension, right? Because we, instead of writing a let's finish doing it this way though. So we make a list of the windowed measurements is a new list. And we just need to say here, windowed measurements dot append the sum of window. And then we can double check that this is working correctly by doing this. We can temporarily say measurements is equal to, and then we just grab the values used in the example. So that's these ones. And we can double check that it's working the same. Let's do that like this. Wait, how do I forgot how to, there we go. Okay. So there's our measurements. So this is our example measurements. We're not going to use this. We just want to see that windowed measurements are coming out correct. So if we run that, oh, Pandas is not, so I do have to install that. I haven't installed that. So the windowed measurements should be 607, 618, 618, 617. And what do they say it is? 607, 618, 618, 617. Yep. So our windowing function is working, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't need to use this example anymore. We know that, and we know that our windowed measurements are working. So the next step, now that we have this windowed measurements, is to do what we did here, which is now check to see if there are when we have increases and when we don't. So we could just copy paste this, actually, just reuse it here. But instead of measurements, we now need to use windowed measurements. And instead of the word increases, we can actually use windowed increases. And then when we're done, we can print windowed increases. And if we run that, we have a new one, 1858. So maybe that is the correct answer. Let's try. Nice. We got the right answer. We are yet one more gold star closer to our victory. Yeah, so this is looking very data sciencey, isn't it? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't remember. Is it usually not like this?
I've never done Advent of Code before, I think. Or maybe I have. I'm not sure. I don't recall it necessarily being so mathy or so number oriented. But this is kind of interesting. But it makes me just want to use pandas for it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe should we continue on to day 2, or should we maybe try and do this with pandas for fun?
What's pandas?
Oh, hey Charlie.
Hi,
Hello,
Charlie.
I've been creeping for some time.
Nice, welcome. What is pandas? Pandas is a library for doing data analytics. It keeps things in. You can keep your data in these things called data frames, and it lets you do fun things with it. Are you interested in that?
I don't know what I'm interested in. I'm just right now I'm half dead.
Why is that?
I just had to work a lot yesterday and today.
Well, let me help energize you. Let's do some pandas.
Seems like I'll be going to sleep.
I doubt it. I will be the most energetic individual that you won't want to go to sleep. I mean,
We'll see.
after my day today, my day today was quite a day. Niwako was around to hear it, so I think that if I can
what happened?
nothing of great importance, but if I can have energy for this stream, I can definitely you could definitely have some energy with me. Right, Niwa-chan?
Yes.
Yes. So this is interesting because this didn't fail when I ran it over here. Why did that not happen? No module named pandas, but it's not here.
When did VS Code become like the IDE of choice?
For me?
No, I'm saying VS Code came out of nowhere. I think in the last like 5 years, I want to say. No?
Yeah.
Like, it was always IntelliJ was like the new cool thing that everybody used, and then just like all of a sudden everyone's on VS Code.
Yeah, that did happen. I was actually on Atom before I moved over to VS Code.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, Atom was my, and I still actually use IntelliJ. That's still better for Java than VS Code, I think.
I agree.
Niwa,
what do I call you? Niwako? Niwa-chan?
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Either way is fine.
I see. Do you program as well?
So I'm a data scientist, so I mostly use pandas, and Python is pretty much the only language I know.
You're the new hotness. Data scientist is the new hotness. Us developers are on our way out.
Oh, that's not true.
Some truth being spoken here, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, I think it might be fun to do. The one thing I kind of wanted to do, one of the things I kind of really like about Python is how much flexibility we have with things like list comprehensions. And I might go a little overboard with my list comprehensions, but I was wondering, do you guys kind of want to see how we could use list comprehensions more in this thing here? Is it,
List comprehension.
what is it?
Do you mean those like shortcuts that you're talking about, like that you're doing there, 0 to -1, like how you're slicing things like that? Like, is that what you mean? Like those nice syntax sugar stuff?
What I'm referring to is like what we have on line 3 here, where I convert every row in read lines into an integer, and I don't use a for loop to do it.
Oh, cool. No, I didn't notice that. I was looking at like all those. I remember when I was working with Python, like lists were so easy to use. And then the next language I learned was Java, and that was a pain. Because Java, you have to, if you make it an array, then you can do some of the stuff that you can do with Python with like the indexes and stuff, but it wasn't as easy. Sure, show us your list magic.
You want to see it? Okay, cool. Let's give it a try.
I think you want to show it to us.
I do.
Shad really likes list comprehension.
It's what attracts me so much to Python. It's actually a functional programming idea. So
you would like Elixir, I'm telling you.
I'm actually pretty sure that I would. So this is how you convert it. Windowed measurements is equal to the sum of window for window in zip up all these things. I like how this reads, and I like that I didn't have to make another variable to hold it or append to the thing. That's what I like about this. It feels nice this way. So if we were to try and run this, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do while the terminal is doing something.
Yeah, what is it doing?
Oh, I installed Panda. I was installing Pandas.
Oh, you did. I see.
But I don't understand exactly how come I was able to load Pandas over here inside of it over here in my editor, but I was not able to run it in the terminal. So that's a question, but I should be able to just run things here then. So if we run this, I can print increases. Yeah, it's all working right here. So here's how you would run this list comprehension now. And it's just all there. You can run it and you can see what the data looks like over here on the right. And then we can compute the increases and print it out. Yeah, it's all working. Oh yeah, this is probably going to take a while to come back. I don't think that we can wait on this. Yeah, so I have an M1 Mac, right? And I don't think that the wheels for these packages have been built for ARM yet. I don't know why. Yeah.
M1 Mac Pro?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You got the new hotness.
Oh yeah. I was excited to get a machine that I could stream with that would be quiet and that wouldn't have a fan. I'm sure you could appreciate it, seeing as you've got a really nice streaming setup.
I don't even know why I did that. I just sometimes I like to see money burn, I guess. Just absolutely no reason whatsoever.
If it's something you like, my whole take on it is like I spend money on very few things, and so when it comes to my computer, which I care so much about, I'm just gonna buy what I like. Okay, well, while this goes, maybe we should take a look at day 2. If I was able to import pandas here, then that means I should be able to run pandas things as well. So let's do that. So if we were doing this in pandas, we would do pd.read. Oh, I need to import pandas as pd first. Pandas as pd. Read CSV. This day one text, this day one input text file is technically a CSV because it contains, it doesn't have any commas, but every row is separated by a new line. So it's basically like a CSV with a single column.
Why do you want to read it as a CSV though?
Oh, that's because
PD
that's
just has a read CSV.
yeah,
function?
yeah, exactly. That's the reason. So you have to adapt a little when you're using pandas, because of that. So let's see here, and the columns is how do I do this again? I forget. Is it? Do you remember, Niwa-chan, how to specify what the column names are? Let's try just columns. And the columns...
Bored her to death.
Sorry, Niwa-chan.
What?
Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's go to the internets. Do you remember, Niwa-chan, how to specify what the column names are in a CSV file that doesn't have the column names in it?
Oh, I thought we specified by the index of the row, no?
So, hold on.
Wait, did we have any columns in this? That's what I was trying to... I thought...
What we have is just this single column, right? And it doesn't have a header, but
oh, okay, so it's different from the header.
Yeah, so because we don't have a header, let's see here, pandas, import, or read CSV, that is, and then let's just look here real fast. So, header, row numbers to use as the column names.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind.
Right. Here's the one, names. This parameter here, names, allows us to, I think this will do the trick. Run that. Okay, so there's our measurements.
Right.
There's 2,000 rows? Okay.
Yeah, this is one nice thing about pandas. Like, it gives us a nicer display of things.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
All that utility.
Yeah. So the next thing we want to do is take measurements and basically we want to basically do the same thing, right? We want to get elements 0 through the second to last and elements 1 through the last, and then subtract them, right?
I didn't read the problem. I'm just watching you do it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't read the day one problem.
Oh, let's look at it again. It's useful. Where do I go? This button.
I did this 2 years ago. And then I know there's like crazy people that really like that race.
Yeah, I'm not one of those crazy people. I like going nice and slow, taking it easy. So here's the deal, Charlie. We have our numbers, and to get a star, to identify, we want to basically say, if this number is greater than this one, then we want to flag that as increased, and we want to measure how many times the number increases in this list of numbers.
Okay, so you're just looking at the
difference.
Index right after.
Yep.
And comparing to see if it got bigger or smaller.
Yep. And so
are they unique?
No,
they're not unique. So it could also be that it doesn't change at all.
Yes, correct.
It could be like 200 to 200. Okay.
So we can do this. We can do df of measurements. And then I think that we can do this 0:-1, and that gets all of these elements, everyone except the last. And then we can just say and then there's also
you don't want the last one because the last one has nothing after it, so there's no increase or decrease, right?
Right.
Is that why you, and then that would be the same case for the first one too?
Sorry, say again, Charlie?
The first index also doesn't have a previous.
Right.
Oh, I see, but you want to calculate for the next one. Okay, yeah.
So here,
go ahead.
so the idea is that you take 0 through the second to last, and then pair it up with the first up to the last one, and then you subtract the pairs, or you compare the pairs.
Ah, that's how you're doing it. Very smart. Very smart. I would not have done it that way.
Oh.
My most trivial thing would have literally been just to iterating subtract.
Yeah. That's essentially how I was gonna start doing it, but then instead we zipped up the lists to make things more convenient, and now we were gonna do it the same way with pandas. So let me see.
There's a lot of brain power in that household.
So I don't know. I have a feeling that this is not going to work the way we intend. Yeah, I thought so.
Don't you have to iterate through them?
Nope, you don't. That's the beautiful thing about pandas. Like it will just do it for you. So here we have the difference. What we actually want is the second one minus the first one being greater than 0.
What type is df? Is it some special pandas type array?
The type of df is yes, a data frame.
Okay, that's why. I was like, if this is regular list, there's no way all this stuff is happening. Okay.
Yeah. So the way you can so what we're actually doing here is we're taking this measurement column and we need to convert it into a Numpy array actually. So because of the operation I want to do on it, which is a vector operation where I want to subtract one set of them, starting from the first index to the end, from the 0th index to the second to last, right? We want to treat each of those as individual series of numbers, Numpy array in particular. So for everyone who wants to understand this a little better, in Python we normally have just dictionaries and lists, but Pandas actually builds on top of standard Python data structures by introducing this data frame, which consists of a thing called a series. The series are the individual columns in a data frame, and a data frame is basically like a spreadsheet. And then these series are actually they're actually backed by a Numpy array, which is a library for doing vector math on arrays, like the traditional form of math arrays in like a C programming language or something like that, if that makes sense. So one way to do this is, let me see if I can pandas series to Numpy array. That's basically what I want to do, .toNumpy. So this will convert my data frame to a Numpy array. Now the reason why we want to do that is because a Numpy array is not indexed, and the index causes us problems. When I say index, I mean when we loaded this measurements thing. So here's when we loaded measurements, right? It has this left-hand side column, and this is the index. This index allows us to basically keep rows attached to one another so that we don't accidentally join them the wrong way. And these measurements are now associated with this index. But for our purposes, that index is actually getting in the way. So here we now have one Numpy array of the measurements. So we can just call this measurements. Right? And if we look at measurements, it is a Numpy array like this. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Now what we can do is just say measurements starting from 1 onwards minus measurements from 0 up to the second to last. And if you do that, you now end up computing the difference between the pairs. And the difference between the pairs, if any of them are greater than 0, then we know that that's an increase. Or another way of doing this is just directly saying, I guess this is far simpler, just check, is the ones after more than the ones before? This should work too.
Wait a minute. Haven't you already done this with using pandas just a couple minutes ago?
Yeah. I'm trying to simplify it down to NumPy because the other code was ugly looking. I wanted to use... You're right.
Measurements are still a data frame? I thought you've just changed it into an array. Does Python arrays support that kind of operation where it just iterates through all of them and then just does that for you?
This is not a Python array. This is a NumPy array. It only looks...
Oh, I've never used Py either. I haven't used Python in like 10 years.
So, I believe... I don't know if this will work if you're allowed to take a sum of true and false values, but let's try. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, you can. Because I think true is a 1, right, in Python?
Yep. And look, we got our correct answer. So that is a way of doing it. So if we go back, the answer was 1832. So this is a way of doing it.
No, it's the best way of doing it.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you have to iterate through the list, right? I bet the fastest how would you do it faster than n?
Oh, you can't. But Python loops are slow, right? So if you can avoid writing loops in Python, you can often write much faster code. That's why Pandas exists, right? It's designed to allow you to run commands on a data frame, and that data frame has these optimized functions inside that actually run vectorized operations for you. And so you're able to do things like compare two arrays piecewise, right? Piecewise? Or what's the word? Termwise? No, it's not coming to me. But yeah, like if you have two vectors, like it will compare each of the elements in each vector and then return the sum. So that is how we could do this with pandas. Now the next step in here was to also do the window, right?
What is that?
Sorry, you missed that part of the day one. So the next problem that was asked to solve was compute the sliding window sum of three values at a time, and now compare the resulting windowed measurements with each other to see when they increase. So that was the updated version of this puzzle.
So you're a rolling sum. Oh.
Mm-hmm. So for our sliding window version of the problem, we Pandas actually provides windowed functions for us. There is Pandas window function, window operation, and we can just say how we want to do this, you know?
Everything is solved. Maybe advent of code is advertisement for pandas.
Could be. So this is on a series, is what this is saying. I wonder if, I guess this is not on a Numpy array. So the way to do this is like this. Actually, do you want to try Niwa-chan? I will help you.
Oh, okay. Can I see the data frame again?
Yeah.
I like to see the data frame.
By the way, I'll drop the window, this thing here in the chat for us.
So wait, so don't we? Hold on. Can I type here?
Yep. So,
Okay.
so the first thing to do is grab the measurements, which is the series that we care about.
So isn't it just do we have to assign a variable name like that? S equals?
Only if you want to. You don't. We can. Yeah, let's do that. That'll make it easier. Then we can follow along with this.
Okay, so I can type in the white space. Oh, looks like I can.
Yes.
So S equals PD dot series. Oh, I don't know how to.
So for our so actually DF measurements is a series. You can just use this piece here. Yeah, just do it that way.
I see. Okay. Oh, I lost. Okay. So this interface is a little hard to use. Every time I type something, it moves and I lose the line I'm on.
Oh, I hope it's not because I'm clicking in different places. That might be a thing.
I don't think so. Is it? Okay, so that's the S.
Okay, so run that. I think you can do Shift Enter, and it will also run in the interactive window on the side here. Are you able to do Shift Enter?
I just did.
Oh.
Nothing happened.
Oh, okay. Then I have to do it for you. Okay.
Oh.
So there is measurements, and this is the series that we just generated. So now we need to do the rolling window with the sum. So you can do it with this command here.
Yep. So I do 3, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'll run it for you because it seems like only I'm allowed to. Okay. And now we have some nans here. And we can, I guess we can do a drop now, yeah?
Like this?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
I'll run that for you too. Okay, so now we have our series. That is the rolling window series. And we can save this back into, I guess, so we want to do the same thing we did here now, like we on lines 29 and 30. We want to do the same things that we did there, except we want to maybe call it windowed measurements instead of measurements. And we will still need to convert it back to a Numpy array. So here, yeah. Do you want to do it or
so is it like, so you want to call this windowed measurement
Yes.
equals?
Yep.
And then to NumPy?
Yes, exactly.
That's it?
Oh, I'll run it for you. We need to find a way to enable you to run things. Or actually, maybe for the next time we do Advent of Code, instead of doing it in VS Code, we can do it in Jupyter. Yeah, let's do it in Jupyter next time. And then, because we can share, there's a new feature in Jupyter that you can share your environment. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, next time we do this. That's the plan. So if we look at the windowed measurements, here is our array. And all we have to do now is the same thing we did over here. Sum of measurements 1 colon, well, windowed measurements this time. Nice. And there's the answer, 1858. And I believe that is the correct answer as well. 1858. Yep. Yeah.
Genius.
In just like 6 lines of code, we managed to do what otherwise takes like 20, you know?
Yeah. Pandas is great.
Pandas is great. Okay. What did you think, Charlie?
I think using pandas is cheating.
Is it cheating?
I think you should be creating your own arrays and not rely on a library. You should only use the default Python libraries. That would be the challenge.
Oh yeah, I think we should only code using assembly.
So I was doing Advent of Code, and then like probably when like day 15-ish hits,
Yeah.
that's when it dawns on me that I'm too dumb to do this, and then I just quit.
I heard that this thing ramps up in difficulty very quickly. So
yeah, it's like a logarithmic scale. It goes crazy later on.
Okay. Well, that was good for today. That was 1 hour. I think it was a nice little stream. It was fun to sort of like, I don't like it that my Python didn't install, so I have to do this on offline.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll do one more of this at some point. Inside of VS inside of Jupyter.
You mean the same problem?
No, I think there's going to be more problems that open up as days
right,
pass.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although I do think today, like yesterday's, or I guess today's is already open. But yeah, we've already done an hour, and I think that was fun enough for one day. We can come back and do another one another time. Thanks for joining, Charlie.
Why
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
What was the question there?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it.
Why didn't you make the kids do it?
Oh, they're playing D&D, and I can't make them always come here and code with me.
You should.
Nah, that's not nice. Satch did say hi. She said, hey, me and Rich playing D&D, so we watching in the background.
Are you a big D&D person as well?
No. No.
I've never played.
I think there's a lot of nerd culture that I think are appealing to me, but every time I try them out for reals, I don't have as much fun as I thought I would.
Because you're too cringed out? It's okay, you can say it.
Not at all. No, I don't. I just don't have, like, I don't know. Like, I used to love video games, and then I still do like the idea of playing games, but then it feels like the only game I've played recently that I like really enjoyed and keep playing is Zelda, and that's been I haven't gotten a new one of those in a little while.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to like playing a lot of video games too, and I don't think I've touched it in a very, 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 very long time.
Mm-hmm. But for a little while, Rickles got me into Risk of Rain, and it really sort of. First of all, I didn't think I would like a game like that, and then I ended up liking it.
Yeah, Richard and Kent, they are always on a mission to get me back to playing games.
Risk of Rain.
Any game that they're playing at the time, like they're always trying to get me back in. But I don't know. They haven't been successful yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were successful with me on Risk of Rain, and then I don't know why we stopped playing. I was having fun. There was something.
They get bored of games very quickly, and then they just move on to the next.
Yeah, but some of my friends were sort of getting into it. I think to some extent they know I don't play many games, so the fact that I was interested in any made them somewhat excited too.
Does Niwa-chan play games?
Yes.
Yes, I play Overcooked and Baba Is You.
Huh? What's that?
Baba Is You?
Baba Is You?
Baba Is You? I've never heard of that.
Okay. Okay. Stream topic is changing now. We're going to play one level of Baba Is You.
What is Baba Is You?
I'm showing you. I'm going to just show you.
Okay.
Yeah, you might like it, Charlie. Because I know a lot of software engineers like it too.
I don't know if I qualify anymore as a software engineer.
You qualify. You never stop being a software engineer.
I don't know. Yesterday, I haven't coded in a while, and I was trying to code, and oh my god, I was so rusty. It seemed like I was struggling for a little bit.
I feel that way every time I open up my editor and the thing is blank. So don't feel bad. That's just okay. I don't know. Maybe I've never attempted to play a game on stream before. I should stop trying to do new things that I've never tried before, unless I prepare it. Oh, come on. Why doesn't it work? It says that it's running.
Okay. It's running? Is it on a different window?
Is it? I'm not seeing it. Where's my Baba Is You? Oh, and I can't stop it either. Who? Hold on, one sec. I'm gonna quick troubleshoot. If I can get this thing working in a few seconds, that would be nice. Baba? Oh, Baba Is You's not showing up.
You might have to kill Steam, maybe.
Let's try that. Quit. Waiting for Baba Is You to shut down. And exit now. Oh. Ooh. Spinning beach ball of death. Okay.
See, that was your problem. You tried to play a game on a Mac.
Don't judge me. I only have a Mac. What else am I gonna... Oh, there it is. Is there a way to go windowed mode?
There should be. It is 2021. Chad, is that the Yeti Pro or just a Yeti?
It's the Yeti.
The Yeti sounds really nice. I had the Yeti and I switched to this one. But Yeti sounds so nice. Oh, why did I switch?
How do I... There it is. Okay, beautiful. We're not full screen anymore. Can you see it?
Yep.
Music is kind of annoyingly loud.
I don't hear a
I
thing.
don't hear it.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
you're not sharing the audio as well.
Yeah, but it is going out to the internet. So, okay.
Oh, the internet's got it. Okay.
The internet's got it. Okay, so here's the window. I think you might like this a lot. Okay. All right. Return. Actually, I'm just gonna turn the music off. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Here we go. Start the game, or I guess continue the game. Continue. So we'll continue, but I'm gonna go back to the original, like the early levels, so that you can get an idea for this thing. So here's
This
level.
is definitely not a casual turn your brain off kind of game. I can kind of tell.
Oh, this is not turn your brain off. This is turn it on, big time, big time.
No.
Yeah. So when you get tired of programming, you can program some more. All right. So here's
Flag is win.
yeah. So
I am Baba.
yeah.
Flag is win. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wall is stop, rock is push. Yeah.
Mm.
I wish I could. I'm not able to grant you ability to control my computer, huh?
No. You can't.
That's unfortunate. Okay, so that means that I have to play. So I'm just gonna move my Baba. So Baba moved, and then I basically want to go to the flag to win.
Okay.
All right. So that's level 0. Level 1. Let's go. Where do I go? So here we are. So it says here, Baba is you, wall is stop. So I can't walk through the wall. But I can change this. Now wall is not stop. So I can walk through the wall.
My God.
And if I want to win, I need to make flag is win. And now
This
I win.
is programming.
Maybe. Is it programming?
It is kind of like programming. Just, it's just hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Baba? I'm wall.
Yeah, I'm the wall now. And the flag is stop. So if I want to win, what do I got to do?
You gotta make flag as win. But can I win as a wall?
I need to make flag is win? That should work. I think you can.
Okay, so you can win as a wall.
You can win as a wall. You can win as anything. All right, let's go on. You tell me what to do, Charlie, and I will do it.
Okay, win.
That's true. All right.
Hold on. What am I? Okay, it doesn't say. Oh, Baba is you. Wall is stop. Okay, that's blocked off. Okay, fine. Water is sink. So if I sink, do I die?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay. And okay, so I can push. Rock is push. Flag is win. So I can put the rocks there and cover up the wall. Cover up the sink. Not the sink. The water.
Uh-huh.
Can I still go through?
Yep.
Okay,
Now
so
you
I
can.
can't still go through. Flag is win, rock is push. Can you push the wall or no?
Nope. Wall is stop.
Oh, even that single wall? Oh, because it's stop?
Yeah, wall is stop. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Can you change it to rock is win and go to the rock?
Good job.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is a very very cute game, I would say.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay, so here I am. Rock is pushed. You can push multiple rocks at once?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I'm strong.
It should say that Baba is strong.
Baba is strong. What happens? Oh, then okay, I see. Can you move those? You can't move those things because it's stuck there, right? The corner pieces. Flag is win, Baba is you. You can't.
Yeah.
You can only push. You can't pull.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Can you ever change stuff? Like, I'm just curious. Can you do like pushes rock?
You can. It won't mean anything, but you can do things like that. Yes.
Oh, I thought if push was rock, you push the skull and it turns into a rock or something. I don't know.
So yeah. Well, one thing you can do is this. You can say Baba is rock, but now you've lost because Baba is you and you no longer exist.
Oh, what? You can't be two things?
You could, but let's read what the rules like after you apply these statements. Flag is win, Baba is you, Baba is rock, but rock is not you. Therefore you no longer exist.
Wait, this this feels like when I was learning programming with variable assignment.
All right,
no, but it was flag Baba is rock, okay? It wasn't Baba is rock.
Yeah. So flag Baba is rock doesn't mean anything. You do need that is to make a statement out of it.
So what happens if you push the rock into the skulls?
Let's see. Oh, first I need to make rock is push again, so I'll just undo.
Oh, it's like that, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay. God. What can I do? I can't pull out flag as win anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can only add. Can I do like win is rock? Does that work too?
Let's see. No, I think you need rock is win. Mm-hmm.
I need to make it so that it's rock is win?
You could that I don't know that if you were able to do that, it would work. But here's another option.
Oh, because there's 3 of them and I'm strong. Yes, Baba is strong.
Let's do one more, and then it's dinner time.
What are you eating today?
Or actually, soup. I think. Are we eating soup, Niwa-chan?
Maybe.
Dinner's not decided yet.
It doesn't have to be.
Well, we said we were gonna eat soup, but then I'm changing my mind. Maybe I want something different.
Yeah. You want poke, waifu?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. I'm up for poke.
Poke to order, or like you guys make it yourselves?
Oh no, we'll go get it. Yeah. When I stream, usually when I stream, it's probably not enough time left in the day to do some cooking, you know.
Okay, so let's think about this. Baba is you. I'm stuck in there. So if I can push Baba is you to the left.
Okay.
I can now push the rock.
Yep.
Flag is win, but maybe I can make it. Can I make it lava is push?
Lava. Sure. Hold on, sorry, I'm bad at this. This is why I'm not a game streamer.
Okay, can I now push the lava? Nice, and then I win.
Well done. That was anticlimactic. One more.
You want me to struggle, huh?
I want you to have an aha moment.
Okay, rock is stop. Skull is death. Death? No, defeat.
Mhm.
Well, flag is win. Baba is you. Wall is stop. Wall is stop. So right now I can't push anything. I'm stuck in there, right? No,
Ye-
what was that? That's not a wall?
These are walls, yeah.
Well, how am I supposed
Mhm.
It says wall is stop though. I'm
Yeah.
able to move.
Oh, these
Maybe
are
that's not a wall.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a stone.
These are just
They're
I don't
tiles.
know.
Yeah.
tiles?
These are not
Yeah.
walls. Yeah. The wall is
Oh.
is these pieces here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So I can remove the wall as stop so I can go out of the wall,
Okay.
right? And rock is also stop, huh?
Rock is stop. Yeah. Let's double check that. Yep.
Okay. Flag is win. There's no push. There's nothing to push.
Mm-hmm.
But I can push the phrases to push stuff if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So can I use Baba is you to push out one of the skulls? That's gonna be a lot of work for you though. But the moment I move Baba is you, like if I separate that, I'm no longer me and the game ends. I bet.
Yeah. But I am able to push it up this way.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not sure how useful it is.
Yeah. What happens if I make wall is me? What the?
Oops, I made a mistake. Your wall is you. Yeah.
Oh, I can move the entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Wow. Cool.
That was cool.
Well done. Well done to me.
I think you had it. Was that an aha moment?
It was done in like stage 3, so I kind of figured, but I didn't realize I didn't know what would happen if I make wall as me when there's like 50,000 other walls. Turns out it's just the entire thing is me.
Yep. Everybody becomes all the wall pieces become you. Mm-hmm.
So this is Baba is you.
Yep.
This is teaching. This is like sneakily teaching someone how to program, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sneaky. Deceiving.
In a good way.
Yes, it's making me smart when I don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Yeah, but to be honest though, like you said, you can turn your brain off. I do like sitting on these types of puzzle games because they feel more relaxing than, say, something like, I don't know, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I only just started playing. But I was playing. I played the Star Wars game on Stadia. I guess that was kind of relaxing. I just said
Oh, it's Stadia. I know it was a nightmare when it first launched. Is it good now?
I like it. I mean, I know it got a lot of flack and stuff, but like I'm on a Mac, as you correctly pointed out, and I have no PC to play games on, so.
Why don't you build a PC?
Oh, I don't like having things. Niwako and I
You don't like having things.
Yeah, we don't like having things.
Says the guy with the full-out drum kit and a piano at the back.
We like having music things. Yeah, music things is okay. I feel like I also like having cables.
Cables?
Cables. Yeah, I have a lot of cables.
If you build a PC, there's a lot of cables.
True. The honest truth is like I don't really know where I would put a computer, and I don't like using up the space. That it's nice not having to use up space.
Man, you and I need to like I like having too much stuff. I buy too much stuff. I collect too much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's stuff that I don't even like sometimes it's not. It's something that I don't even need.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I wanted it, so I buy a ton of it, and then I'm like, why do I have this?
Yeah. I buy things because I think I need them, like cables. And then they do come in handy, but I probably don't need all of them.
Interesting. All right, you guys go have your dinner.
Sounds good. Maybe we can play some Overcooked sometime. That might be
Yeah,
fun.
Overcooked has ruined some marriages and brings out the worst in some people. So I like to play Overcooked with people just to see what their true colors are.
Should we do that? Should we do that on a live stream, Niwa-chan?
Sure.
No. I'm
Why?
terrible at it, and then I'm like the worst game player in the world. So
Which one of you two is more competitive?
Probably me, I guess. Am I competitive?
well, I can be competitive if something like I care about something a lot, but I just don't care about video games too much. So yeah.
What is something that you care about that you would be competitive for?
Tetris.
Yes.
Tetris is a
I
game.
do care about Tetris. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah. I used to think I'm pretty good at Tetris until I met Chad.
What Tetris were you guys playing?
One of those Tetrises for Switch.
Oh, I thought you were playing like some online Tetris battle or something, and you guys play against each other or something.
We were playing
No, I just yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh no, I just watched him play one time and then I realized I'm not good at all.
That's not exactly true, but like there are some. I'm okay at Tetris actually, but then I don't know. There's always someone better. It's just that you meet some real gamers, and then real gamers really demonstrate like you can't just be doing this thing as a hobby if you want to be really good at a game. You know, like you have to live and breathe that Tetris. Constantly.
I think there was a time where I really got into this game back in university, and I was doing a co-op term. And so during the day, I'll be doing the co-op term, and during the nighttime, I'll be playing the game. And I would probably go off on maybe like an hour or two of sleep every day. And I think I put in about like 5,000 hours in a year into that game while I had a full-time position at a co-op. And it was kind of nuts. Yeah, good times.
What kind of games were you playing?
It's Seattle, so you guys might have heard about it. Do you know the game Dota?
Yeah.
I don't, but
oh yeah, you do. Yeah,
I don't know.
Dota is
I do.
Yeah. It's the game that happened before League of Legends, the one that Vincent Charlene are playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so your friends play it, Chad?
Yeah.
Are they really into it?
I think so. Yeah. Like enough so that one of them decided to join Riot. Is there now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, they went to Riot because they like Dota? That's backwards.
Because they like League of Legends.
They like League of Legends. Okay, I see. That's a little different. Same genre game though.
Oh, they're not the. I thought one was like the evolution of the other. No.
No. Dota is its own thing, and Dota is definitely the original. It's like the genre original, and there was like initially there was a simplified version of that because Dota's like learning curve was too steep, and that is the spawn is League of Legends. So it's like there's League of Legends and there's also Dota as well, but they're the same genre of game, but they're two separate games.
I see.
Yeah. Richard plays it a lot, yeah. And there's in Seattle, there's always a well, not anymore, but before there used to be a yearly World Championships of Dota there because it's Valve headquarters in Seattle.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dota is owned by Valve.
Oh.
I went there twice to watch the event at the Key Arena.
Oh. That's
Yes,
awesome.
now
Where's
Key Arena's shut down though, right?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know where that is.
Key Arena? Yeah, we know where that is. That's where we got our vaccines.
Oh, that's different though. That's a football stadium.
Oh,
Lumen Field.
Lumen Field. Oh, isn't it? Oh, it's the one across. It's the one next door. That. Oh, wait, no, I'm mixing things up.
That's T-Mobile.
Oh,
T-Mobile Stadium.
you're right. I'm mixing things up. Key Arena is
Yeah, right now it's shut down for renovations. As far as I know.
Right. It's the one next to the Space Noodle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's something different now. I think this thing arena opened up recently,
Climate
right?
Pledge Arena.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and Chad, let me tell you what. Okay, this is something that will blow your mind. What do you think is the prize pool for winning the Dota's World Championships? What is the prize pool for the winning team? No, not for the winning team. Let's say the entire prize pool that will get split up by 16 teams because the top 16 teams get it. What do you think is the prize pool? This is a video game.
Yeah, but I remember hearing about how they get paid, like close to like what football players get paid and stuff. So let me see if I can extrapolate something. Well, the problem is I don't know what football players get paid either. But let's go with like 2 million a person, I guess. That sounds ridiculous though.
2 million a person, so there's 16 teams, and each team has 5 players.
2 million times 5 times 16.
So you think the entire prize pool of the tournament is $160 million?
No, that sounds too much. But let's say 50 million.
Close. The last one that happened was $40 million for the entire prize pool, and the first place team wins $20 million.
Wow.
Divided by 5. And each of the players probably have a salary of something around $1 million and a bit. And they also have like sponsorships and streaming deals. Yeah, they essentially make a ton of money.
Sorry, so my mind is still blown, just so you know, Charlie, even though... But,
I mean, your guess was so big that I thought I failed to blow your mind.
No, it is still... I knew that some gamers, like, who played... I used to hear about tournaments in Korea, or StarCraft games being, like, making lots of monies back in the day. Yeah. But I never knew what the number was.
Craziest thing about Dota is that most of the prize pool is actually built up by the player base. So what ends up happening is Valve will put up like $5 million of their own as the prize pool, and leading up to the tournament, they will release what they call a compendium, and people can buy the compendium to get like in-game items. Like they're just cosmetics. It doesn't make your character stronger or anything. It's just cosmetics. And every time somebody buys that, Valve takes 50%. No, Valve takes 75%, and only 25% of that goes and gets added to the prize pool.
Wow, that doesn't seem very fair.
Yeah, so Valve, if I bought $10 worth of something in the compendium, $2.50 gets added to the prize pool, and the prize pool went from 5 million to 40 million. So think about how much money Valve is rolling in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, just by and they didn't have to do anything other than host it.
Well, they host it, and they also do broadcasting and all that, and they also have to put in the time to make all the compendium items, the in-game items.
I see.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes in there. But yeah. Yeah, and I was there 2 years. Once I went with Richard to watch.
2 years ago?
No, not 2 years ago. I went twice. I think once in 2016 and once in 2018.
Oh, if you'd known me We could have hung out.
Yes, we would have.
I would have taken you to Poke. It's so good.
And you would have taken me to your fancy campuses in Seattle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they were open. They were open then.
I went to San Fran to check out like the different campuses, the Apple campus, the Google. Yeah, that was cool. The Google one was a little underwhelming, though. Not gonna lie, because it's like Google one. It's not like there's like one building, right? It's like there's like the entire city is Google.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
So
yeah. So I'm gonna sign off from the internets. Bye, internets. You want to say bye?
Bye, internet.